Den. I'm your host, LaRon Marley, here downtown Pine Bluff, UAPB Business Incubator. And of course, this is the show where we take a look inside UAPB athletics. And in today's show, we have head coach, football coach, Coach Alonzo Hampton. We'll also talk a little round ball today with head basketball men's coach, Solomon Bozeman, and head women's coach, Don Thorne. So let's get right into today's show and talking to Coach Alonzo Hampton. Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you for having me again.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to have you here. Coming back off a tough loss, opened the season on the road in Huntsville, Alabama against Alabama A&M. Close ball game, lost by a single score. But first, Coach, it was a nationally televised game. And Thursday night games make it a little difficult for the fan base to kind of travel. But with it being a national televised game, that is very important for the Golden Lions. Talk a little bit about that and what a television game like that does for the program.
Obviously, you're the only team that's on that night, and that was a good opportunity for us to showcase our university and our football team. And we started out well. Came out, the guys were excited about the opportunity to kind of show who we were, new year. And, we just didn't finish the game the way we needed to finish it, but we made some great strides, and we're looking forward to getting back home this week and building Simmons Banks Field.
Absolutely, looking forward to it, Coach. But kind of looking back at that ball game, as you mentioned, started off fast, much like we did against Tulsa. Their first possession, we caused the fumble. I believe it was Laprel Boyd causing that fumble, and Rico Dozier recovering it. Went on that first offensive drive, and scored, got points on the board, strike first. What was kind of going through your mind at that point, Coach?
Well, obviously for us, defense, our job is to score or set up a score, and we did that. And obviously it was a Rico Dozier. He actually took the ball from him and recovered it.
Okay.
So Laprel don't get any credit for that one. And but no, seriously, our defense has been playing really good all year, and we know right now we're having some struggles on offense, and so we need to be able to take the ball away. And so we were able to do that, and offense were able to punch the ball in. So that got us going early. And obviously, anytime you play on the road, you kind of like it. I do, personally, because it's us versus them. And it really doesn't matter how many fans in the stand. You get a chance to bond with your team. And I thought our guys handled the first half well. We just didn't finish the game the way I wanted us to.
Absolutely. Again, starting off pretty fast. Jumped out to a 10-7 lead. Tied the game at 10-10 with a kick by Saris. And again, that's that third phase of the game we talked about. It seems like you guys made some strides in that ball game, and the special teams especially.
Yeah, we had a really good special team showing. Maurice Lloyd averaged like 33 yards of return on 5 returns. We had a 55-yard return. Called back, a guy was holding, and he was. And obviously our punter, Jeremy Baker's been doing a really good job. Averaged like 42 yards a punt. They had a returner that was pretty good. Didn't get any chance to make any yards. So special team-wise, we did a really good job in that game, and even had a chance to, we stopped one of their fake attempts to set up another score. So we're doing some good things. We just need to be able to put it all together. And hopefully on Saturday we'll be able to do that at home.
Absolutely. And of course, we are 1-0 at home, so trying to keep that winning streak going. But talking about the game, Coach, looking at your quarterback play, beginning of the year, it looks like we saw Makai Higgins. He played a pretty good ball game. The first couple games was hurt. Jalen Macon came in. But it seems, and both of them are young, especially if you're talking about playing experience. We see ups and downs in both of them, but Jalen seemed to step up in this ball game.
Well, obviously, Jalen, he came in and did a good job of handling the offense. And we said before, Jalen's kind of like a coach out there on the field. He understands everything. Makai brings a little different dimension. He can run the ball. But Jalen showed he can run the ball as well.
Right.
And so for that, he gets a chance to start this week. And as I said to my team, I've been on teams before. When I played NFL Europe, we had a 2-quarterback system, and we won a World Bowl. So I don't mind playing 2 guys. But you get a chance to play when you earn the right. And that's every position on our football team. And that's where we're at as a program. I want them to earn everything that they get. And so we got a lot of guys doing some good things. Young guys are stepping up. We'll give them an opportunity. If you show me you can do it, I'm going to put you in the game. And so Jalen has done a tremendous job. And last year, from what I hear, I think we got beat pretty bad playing Southern 55-16. I think Jalen got hurt. So let's put him back out there now. He's a little seasoned now, and we got a little better system in place, and let's see if we can protect him.
Absolutely, Coach. And it was a horrific injury last year. I remember seeing that with him. Knee and ankle, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But he stepped up this year, and he's playing very, very well. Took a 17-10 point lead into halftime, and it seems that you made a point. Now, was it kind of scouting, or you made a point to use your tight ends and take advantage of them? Was it kind of something you saw against that defense, or was it just the point that you wanted to get your tight ends more involved in offense?
No, obviously, man, our tight ends are pretty good.
Yes.
You got two guys. Tristan Ballard is a senior, got an NFL body, and if he keeps working the way he has been, he'll have a chance to, get in a training camp. And then we got a young man, Kevin English, a freshman, man. He lost about 15 pounds. He got sick last year, didn't even play. And even when I took the job, I remember one night he got sick, man. Me and him stayed in the hospital all night long. And so I'm just so happy for him to watch him come out every day and work his tail off and continue to show that he's going to be a really, really good player in this league.
Absolutely, and they did a great job. With that lead at half, kind of what was your message to the team at halftime?
Well, for us, obviously, we hadn't been in the league very much, so I just told them, let's just go out and play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Let's finish the game strong. And, we came out right after half, and we got a stop on defense, and we get the ball, and I hate to say it, but, man, we missed one block. Man, we had the perfect play call. If we get that one block, the receiver's going to walk in for a touchdown. We're going to be up 24-10. But it don't work that way. They made a great play. And then, we battled back and forth the whole third quarter. And right before, in the third quarter, I think we got a PI. We had bad eyes from one of our best players. And a guy got behind him, and all he had to do, he panicked. As a defensive back, you always want to tell him don't panic. When the ball's in the air, he kind of panicked. If he didn't panic, he just turned the head around and make the play. And then we're still going to be in the league. But, they're a good football team. And so obviously they made the play and they tied the game up.
And Coach, one thing you definitely have to be proud of your team, they continue to fight. They fought the entire ball game. Of course, you're going to have mistakes. We know that, especially with young players and a new system. And again, a lot of people forget you're still in your first year, so you're still building the program, restoring the pride. And I know it's not an excuse for you, Coach, but they kept fighting. Then you hit the big 80-yard touchdown pass to Jameson, one of the guys you guys brung in and knew he could contribute to this program.
Yeah, that's been our motto all year. One man go down, the next man up mentality. And again, Joe Ness has done a really good job, but we knew he wasn't going to play. And so we had other backs, got an opportunity. We even had Johnny came in, number 20. Johnny Williams came in. He did a really good job on third down, made a couple tough runs for us. And this is what I want our football program to be about. It's about the next man up mentality. And so it don't matter who gets hurt or who can't travel that week or who's kind of banged up. The next guy's up. And as a coach, I think that's our number one job, is to make sure every person in your room that you coach is ready to play when his number's called. So we take a lot of pride in it, and we just got to continue to fight. And as you said, we're not going to make excuses. We expect to win every game. And I get on the show every Monday, and they ask me the same questions. Coach, are you surprised? Surprised about what? What did y'all expect? We're a football team. We're going to compete. I've been at the highest level, and my coaches have too. So we expect to win every game. I don't care if we got 2 guys out there, 11. All I need is 11. Put the ball down, let's go. And so this week we're excited about the opportunity. We got Southern coming in here. Coach Dooley is a really good friend of mine. Coach, the D coordinator, Coach Henry Miller. I worked for him. I was his GA when I started here at Pine Bluff. So again, I want to whoop their heads like they want to whoop me. Right. And so I told my players, just like we put the players on the scouting report, we got coaches on the scouting report too. So I'm trying to whoop Henry Miller, and I'm trying to whoop Coach Dooley.
Absolutely, we're looking forward to it. And we'll talk more about the Southern matchup when we return on Inside the Lions Den here on the UAPB Sports Network and Deltaplex Radio's 99.3 The Beat. We'll be back.
The ideal cut round diamond was developed to release the maximum amount of brilliance in a diamond. That was 100 years ago. The future is fire polish, and you have to see it to believe it.
The future is dazzling.
Nanotechnology creates an explosion of fire that's over 300 times more brilliant.
Dad, this is the future.
Come see the future for yourself at Sissy's Log Cabin.
Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Life-changing flavor.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence. Each SWAC member institution represents a high level of integrity and sportsmanship. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Inside the Lions Den here at the UAPB Business Incubator, and I'm talking with head football coach Alonzo Hampton. And coach, returning home this week, still in conference play, will be the first home conference game. We mentioned earlier we're 1-0 at home right now, undefeated, trying to keep it that way. And Southern is a team, let's just say, we have history with, a history that you're also familiar with. Of course, you mentioned you're good friends with Coach Dooley and Coach Henry. And looking with those guys coming in this year, what are you seeing? Of course, they're going to have common things every year in their team because of the type of coaches they are. But what are you kind of seeing out of this year's Southern team?
Well, obviously, they got the #1 defense in the league. They get out to the quarterback. They do a good job of stopping the run, so it's going to be a challenge for our guys. But again, man, we got 3 starters back on the O-line, so they should know what to expect. They played them last year. And, obviously for us, offensively, we got to be able to move football strings and first downs together, and we got to be able to, keep the defense off the field. Offensively, what Coach Dooley does, he's going to spread the football field. They may throw the ball 35, 40 times, but I like that as a defensive back.
Right.
So, again, man, they just got a really, really good football team. He calls the offensive plays as the head coach. And so we're excited about being able to match wits with him. And let's get it on.
Absolutely. They're coming to our house at Simmons Bank Field. And there's going to be a lot going on, Coach. Of course, I know that doesn't affect the football team because your job is to win the ball game. But looking at some of the individual performances, we talked about Jonez missing the game last week, of course, a slight injury. Looking to get him back this week, from my understanding.
Yes, Jonez practiced on Sunday. We had a little practice, and he was out there moving around pretty good, so we're excited about that. And all our running backs are healthy. Quarterbacks are healthy. And the receivers are healthy. We're going to have a couple of guys down on defense, but again, that's the next man mentality. Somebody's going to get an opportunity to go showcase what they can do. So we're excited about that.
Absolutely, and just looking at some of the numbers, talking about Jonez, he's still the second leading rusher in the conference. Didn't even take a snap last week, so that speaks well again for him as well as your offensive line. Looking at some of the special teams, in the special teams area, again, we saw a lot of improvement. 9 for 9 on PATs, 5th in punting with an average of 33.8. We talked about Baker and how he did last week punting the football. And of course, I know, Coach, just looking at your eyes, the numbers, they mean something, but not really, because you got to perform on the football field.
Yeah, obviously for us, individual accolades are good, but everybody will turn those in for a W. And that's really all that matters, man. At the end of the night, we want to be able to say we won the game as a unit. And so we haven't been able to do that for one time this year. But again, like you said, we're undefeated at home, and now we need to make sure we have more fans in Southern, because we know they're going to travel. So we need Simmons Banks Field to be loud. And we need everybody to get out of the parking lots, put your turkey legs down, and come on inside the stadium and watch a really good football game between 2 good programs.
Absolutely, and we had a great showing in Memphis, had a great showing at our first home game. Definitely looking for more of that. And of course, it's a blackout at Simmons Bank Field this Saturday, and it will be Greek night as well. But again, no, that doesn't really matter to the football team. But Coach, just kind of talking, coming in your first year, I know you had a plan, put things together, and wanted to be at probably certain points at certain times. Where are you kind of in your general plan as far as rebuilding the program?
If you ask me that, and I'm going to be honest with you, man, we haven't even gotten started yet. We knew coming in, I got the job late. Right. I wanted the job, and I'm excited to have the job, but we knew going in, I wasn't going to just overhaul the roster right away. Right. I want to give every young man an opportunity to come in and show what they can do. And we got some really good players on our team. But, you know, obviously we'll continue to play this year out. We got a whole lot of football in front of us. I think we can win every single game. And obviously this is the first game on the West against Southern, so we need to protect home and protect, you know, what we're doing on the West side. But just moving forward, you know, we'll be out in the junior colleges. We've recruited every school in the state of Arkansas. We've offered a lot of young men. But at the end of the day, they got to also want to be a part of what we're doing. And so when you have a product on the field, and I tell my coaches and my players this, every Saturday night or Friday night after the game, Thursday night, somebody's texting me. It's like people didn't really believe that we could even compete. It's like, oh, coach, great job. Man, I really want to say, man, don't text my phone with that bull jive, okay? I'm just being real because I don't know what you expected, but we expect to win every single game. And we're going to get the players that we need. And this program is going to be just what I said. We're going to be a lighthouse. We're going to light up the city of Pine Bluff. We're going to have really good players on our football team and have opportunity to play on Sundays. And then we're going to be great in the community. And we're going to be great in the classroom. That's my only focus. And I tell people, and I don't say it jokingly, I don't sleep much. And I'm so focused on trying to build a program that the foundation is going to be set. All right, whenever the time comes for me to exit, okay, then we're going to have a program that the next person comes in, he ain't going to have to do anything but run with it. And so that's my only focus right now.
And Coach, what you're saying, and of course, I know where you come from. We both come from similar schools in high school, and you know how to win. I mean, you came from a winning program. Sometimes game chemistry and learning actually how to win is kind of a task too, trying to teach your players how to actually win. You get in those close ball games where it can go either way and you may fall on the short end of the stick, but the more you participate in those type games, you kind of learn how to win. And it sounds weird to people who don't quite know what I'm talking about, but you know exactly what I mean.
Yeah, man, I've been a part of 3 turnarounds. I went back to my high school. Man, we had never won anything. But we were able to win 2 state championships in 4 years, went 48-12, sent 6 kids to the SEC. Then I left here, went to UAPB, man. We didn't win. Then the first year I got here, we went to the SWAC championship game. Then we went down, then we went back up. Then I had an opportunity to go to Western Kentucky. The year before I got there, we were 2-10. The next year we went 7-5. The next year we started 6-1. Our quarterback got hurt, but we still were able to go to the first bowl in the history of the program. And then we go to USF. The year before I got there, we were 2-10, 4-8. Then we go 85, 11-2. I know what it's supposed to look like, and all I'm telling my players is just trust me. I know I'm gonna be hard on you sometimes. You may not like what I say to you. I promise I won't curse you. I'm gonna tell you what thus say God. All right, but if you trust me, we're gonna get to where we want to go. And so that's the things that we're doing right now. I got a lot of seniors, man. I just want to send those guys out the right way. I just want to love on them and give them everything they want. Hey, man, if that's an extra shirt, then that's what it is. And so we're excited about where we're going, but this program is going to be really, really good. And I'm excited about it, and I know the people in the city of Pine Bluff in the state of Arkansas, they know the Golden Lions, we're going to be all right.
Absolutely. But hey, we're definitely behind you, man. And thank you, and good luck on Saturday.
Appreciate it.
Coach Alonzo Hampton, UAPB head football coach.
Simmons Bank has a lot of pride in Pine Bluff. It's been our home since 1903, but our goal has always remained the same: to help make our customers' dreams come true. From our headquarters downtown to more than 200 locations across 8 states. That's a lot of dreams coming true, and they all started right here in Pine Bluff. Simmons Bank, Pine Bluff proud.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Dear Adidas, we believe that through sport, we have the power to change lives.
A female coaching me. Is anybody watching female sports?
But female athletes are being left behind.
We have the power to make a new world for female athletes. So come together, fight for equality, and level the field to ensure that no matter the challenge ahead, she breaks barriers.
Because of you, we feel like we belong. Because of you, my family's happy and stronger.
Because of you, we have a safe place from bullying.
Because of you, I have a place to hang my art.
Because of you, graduation is within reach.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place for their future. Because of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff Athletics Department, we are not only able to open doors, but transform lives. Great futures start here.
Welcome back to Inside the Lions Den. I'm LaRon Marbley, and with me now I have head UAPB men's basketball coach, Coach Solomon Bozeman. What's going on, Coach?
What's going on with you, man?
Not much, man. Not much. Glad to have you here, man. And know you've been pretty busy this summer, of course, on the recruiting trail. But first, let's talk a little bit about last year. We had our ups and downs. Started off pretty hot. I believe it was like a 5-game winning streak that we had early on. And we have some good players. Got some returning this year. Just talk a little bit about how they have the State of the Union address. Talk about the state of UAPB Golden Lions basketball.
I'm excited about UAPB basketball. We bring back 9 guys from last year's team. And then we added 4 pieces, man, that I think is going to take our basketball program to the next level. So I'm extremely excited about our team, and I can't wait to get started.
And Coach, of course, this summer you guys had your camps, doing different things in the community. In fact, I was told that you're just coming from a community event.
Yeah, we just talked to about 15 kids from the juvenile detention center, and man, we love getting out in the community, man. We love trying to help these kids, you know, and be a positive light in the community, and just show them that you can be successful. You know, so Coach C. Rob, myself, our staff, and our players, man, we had a really good time with those kids, and we talked to a lot of kids, you know, that's getting their second chance. You know what I mean? So we told them, man, you just got to take advantage of it, and just put in that work. If you put in that work, man, you can be successful in this world.
Absolutely, because Coach, we both know that coaching goes way past just teaching X's and O's and teaching the guys how to play basketball. You want to see these young men be successful, and I think you and your staff do a great job at that, Coach. And it seems like we're going to keep you around for a little while longer. Recently signed a new contract extension.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing, man. I just appreciate A.D. Robinson, the administration, Chancellor Alexander, just for believing in me and my staff. It just shows, man, I just appreciate it, man. It just shows how much he believes in me. And I'm gonna make sure, man, that we put UAPB on the map. I came here to do a job. I said that's what I was gonna do, and that's what we're gonna do.
Absolutely, Coach. And I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit here. I know you had a plan as well. I asked Coach Hampton the same thing. Coming in and, you know, steps and things you wanted to take. Where are you exactly in your plan after being here for a few years?
I think we're right on pace. You know, I think when you come in, you got to build a program. You got to change the culture. We first came in, we signed about 5 or 6 guys in that recruiting class. And then we finally got the second year, man, we ended up signing 11 guys. So last year's team, we had 11 new guys on our roster. We bring back 9 of those guys. And that just shows you, man, that these kids want to be here, right? These kids believe in what we're teaching them. They believe in what we're doing. And anytime you bring back kids, like we say retention means everything in a program. You know what I mean? So anytime you bring back 9 guys on the team, on last year's team, man, that saw what it looked like. You know, we won 5 games in a row. We lost 9 games in a row. So we know what winning looks like, and we know what losing looks like. You know, but last year, man, we had 11 new guys on that roster, and 3 guys only had Division I experience. Now we got 9 guys back with Division I experience. We signed 4 guys. 3 guys are grad transfers that are starters, you know, that put up big numbers. So, I mean, this year is going to be a special year.
And Coach, and to attest to what you're saying, bringing 9 guys back, especially today with the transfer portal and things like that, to be able to retain the guys. And talk a little bit about those guys. Kylan Milton, of course, he's an explosive player. We've seen him improve year after year as well. Talk a little bit about Kylan.
Man, I've been knowing Kylan. I recruited him when I was going to Oral Roberts, so me and Kylan have a strong relationship. Been knowing the kid for the last 6 years, and his growth, man, is tremendous. You know what I mean? He was a guy that didn't have any offers. He was the 3rd or 4th best player on his high school team. You know what I mean? And so to see his growth to where he is now, it's absolutely phenomenal, man. He's a special kid with a lot of ability. And now, right now, what we're trying to do is just get that mind right. Once he continues to get that mind stronger, the sky's the limit for him.
Absolutely. And talk about guys like Ishmael Plett, returning Robert Lewis, who was very high on. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, that was the kid you talked to at the King Cotton Classic, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Was able to sign him.
I'm excited about Ishmael Plett. Like I said, last year was his first time getting real D1 experience. He was on those Sweet 16 teams when we went to Oral Roberts. We went to the Sweet 16. So he knows what it looks like, but he was never actually in the game playing. You know what I mean? So bringing him back, he played 20 minutes a game last year, averaged 5 rebounds, 5 points per game. And then Robert Lewis is special. I think everybody saw that the last 2 games we started him, played him 30 minutes, and he averaged a double-double. You know, the last 2 games he averaged 11 and 12. So I think bringing back those 2 guys, now they have experience. Our front court play is going to be pretty good with those 2 guys.
Absolutely. And you talked about the newcomers coming in. Joe French, who was the preseason player of the year, coming in from Bethune-Cookman last year, I do believe. That's one of the guys, Rashad Williams. Of course, he'll be back this year, as well as Lionel Martin Jr. So you definitely got some heat coming in as well.
Now, our guard play, man, I think our guard play is one of the best in the country. Rashad Williams is a guy that averaged 19 points before, can really shoot the basketball. He was top 5 in the country at 3-pointers made. Joe French is probably, in my opinion, the best 3-point shooter in the country. He shot 43% from the 3 his whole career. Wow. So when you got those 2 guys in the backcourt, that's going to be hard to guard. And then you add a guy like Lionel Martin from Montana. He's a guy that he started 55 to 60 games in 2 years there, shot 37% from the 3, 6'4", 215, strong guard. I mean, our guard play, man, is real. Like, it's for real. Like, it's days in the gym where Kylan Milton, who is probably going to be a first-team all-conference guy, or at least second-team all-conference guy, it's days he's the 4th best guard in the gym.
Wow.
You know, so our talent level at the guard spot is really high. And I think, like I said, I think we got some of the best guards in the country. I don't care who we play, Missouri, Texas, whoever we line up with, I think our guard play is really, really good.
And talking about that, looking at some of the matchups you have in the preseason, Oklahoma, Gonzaga, UConn, South Florida, Ball State, Minnesota. So you guys are going to play some stiff competition starting out.
Most definitely, man. I believe in playing the best. We want to play the best teams in the country. That's how we've been doing it each and every year. And I think that's how you get these guys better. And our guys want to play against the best. We got guys in their locker room that feel like they are the best, so we want to play against the best. And like I said, I'm excited to line up against Missouri on November 6th, and it's gonna be a special night, and it's gonna be a special season, man. Because like I said, our guard play is really, really good, and we bring back 9 guys from last year's team, and they know what winning looks like, and they know what it feels to lose 9 in a row, and they don't want to go through that feeling again. And a lot of our games were 1-possession games. Out of our 9 losses, within the last minute, there was a 1-possession game. And I just, honestly, man, I would tell our staff, man, we don't have a lot of experience in that locker room. When you only got 3 guys that have played at Division I level. Now we bring back experience. We bring back shooting. We bring back skill, IQ, guys that can get to the rim. And right now, I think our guys are gelling with each other. The connection is really, really high. They love playing with each other. And right now, our brotherhood is really, really good.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to it, man. We definitely appreciate you stopping by, talking to us.
Appreciate it, man.
Definitely
Blessings.
gonna have you on again, and congratulations on your contract as well.
Blessings, blessings.
Coach Solomon Bozeman, head coach of the UAPB Golden Lions basketball squad. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk with head Lady Lions basketball coach Don Thornton on Inside the Lions Den.
Hi, I'm Ford Trotter for Trotter Ford Lincoln in Pine Bluff. We believe in being tried and true, and that means earning your repeat business by giving you our best customer service and best deals every single time.
Like up to $14,000 off MSRP on the 2019 F-150 Crew Cab. That's right, $14,000 off MSRP.
So come see for yourself. Shop Trotter Ford Lincoln in Pine Bluff and TrotterFord.com today. Tried, true, Trotter.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence. Each SWAC member institution represents a high level of integrity and sportsmanship. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
Welcome back to the ride. It was fantastic, man. Great studio audience, great audience. Welcome back to Inside the Lions Den. Now joining me, I have my friend, the Diva Coach. That's right, head coach of the Lady Lions basketball squad, Coach Don Thornton. Welcome, Coach.
Hey, thank you. Nice to be here.
Glad to have you. And Coach, a lot of big things going on with UAPB Lady Lions basketball. Of course, this summer, you guys had your summer camps, the different camps. And I actually saw you guys out during the summer, actually putting posters out and being involved in the community. I just thought that was fantastic. Tell us a little bit of how your camps went this summer.
We did a really good job. I think we saw well over 200 kids this summer for our elite camp. We had a day camp, camp, you name it, we had it. I know that the highlight was our 2.0 experience camp. That's a camp that we have an opportunity to give back to the city of Pine Bluff and our community. That's a free camp that we give every year, and we had well over 150 campers for that. So that was really, really nice, and that was my favorite part of the summer for our camps. Yep.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the elite camp. Of course, that's where you actually are scouting young ladies. How did that go?
It went well. We had an opportunity to actually recruit in-state. We saw some of the young ladies playing in April and May, and as well as July. So getting them an opportunity to invite them to our campus, schedule it a little bit like an unofficial visit, show them campus, get them an opportunity to meet with compliance, the staff, and work them out. And that was really, really great. So we got some kids that we put on our radar for like the 25, 26 class.
Right, because it's not actually like we actually need to recruit right now. We talked a little bit this summer, and of course, got most of our young ladies coming back, majority of the team coming back, and we'll talk about a tremendous signee this summer as well. But most of the young ladies coming back, plus we'll get Zay Green back this year. I know it has to be an exciting time.
It's been really, really great. Zay has really grown a lot over the past year, but not only do we return 13 players, adding Zay, we also brought, Kayla Walker back. She was a big piece for us a year before last. And we have Karina Carter joining us. And she's just a floor general. She completely changes the trajectory of everything on the floor. And having her and Zay on the floor at the same time is a dangerous combo. And we're looking forward to watching them play together this year.
Absolutely, looking forward to it. And of course, bringing those young ladies back with a team that made it to the finals of the SWAC tournament last year. Definitely look for a great time. And then on top of that, you signed one of the top players in the entire country in Star Jacobs.
Right. Star has been great. She's been adjusting. And one of the things that I like the most about her, she's humble, a lot like Zay. You know, she sits in the front of the class. She's always extra early, you know, for meetings and stuff, and she just does everything that you ask her to do. So she's been adjusting well. She hadn't been high maintenance. You know, they're not like little divas or anything like that. They've been really, really good, and she has too. And her game is, you know, it's definitely different than anything that we've seen come through here. I know.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it, Coach, and looking forward to you staying around a little bit longer. Congratulations on your contract extension, and I know that has to feel good for you.
Right. You know, this has been a great 4 years for me since I've been here, and having an opportunity to have the commitment from our administration side with me. It helps you with recruiting because, you know, young ladies want to know that you will be there to have an opportunity to coach them. But the biggest thing is the way that we've impacted our backyard, Pine Bluff, and a lot of the surrounding areas. It feels good to be somewhere where people are connected to you and give back to your program also.
Absolutely. And a new experience for the young ladies this year. You will be attending Media Day in Houston.
Yeah, you know, we're excited about that. We get an opportunity to dress up and all the glitz and the glam and stuff like that. And I have an opportunity to take Zay and Karaya Beck. They're looking forward to it and picking out all these elaborate clothes. It's gonna be a movie. I don't really know who's gonna win the best dress part of it, but they are definitely going all out.
I know they are. I know they're excited about it as well. And we'll get to this non-conference schedule you don't put together. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, I want to give the ladies kudos on the academic side. They've been doing very well in the classroom.
Right. We finished last semester with a 3.2 GPA, which has been the highest that we've had in the program. So that's hats off to not only our athletic academics staff, but we do put additional requirements on our young ladies, additional study hall hours and additional meetings with their academic liaisons on our staff, because we want the kids to have an opportunity to get involved in other extracurricular activities on campus. And we understand in order to do that, you got to have a GPA to be a part of certain organizations and groups on campus. So we really and truly enforce that.
And let's get into this preseason schedule, Coach. Oregon State, the tournament in Houston, Thanksgiving tournament. Arkansas State, and of course, play the Razorbacks as well. Pretty tough preseason schedule.
Well, we wanted to make it very challenging for us to prepare us for conference. But one thing that I know that, you know, how difficult it is and how challenging it may be, it would even make or break us because we don't like to lose. And all of our drills, a lot of things that we do are so competitive. And so, you know, we really want to use this opportunity, one, to get some wins, to stack some wins for sure, but to find out our true identity and who we are. And I think that schedule, because I did it myself, so, you know, it's yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's one of those. It's definitely one of those. Yeah. Well, I think we'll do well. Excuse me. I think we'll do well in the preseason as well as in conference play. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, season tickets for UAPB men's basketball and women's basketball go on sale October 1st. So get out there and get those season tickets. And go ahead and give me your spiel, Coach. Come on out.
We need you all to get your season tickets for men's and women's basketball. I'm going to get some shirts made, some signs made. We're going to sell out this year.
So you heard it here first, folks. You heard it here. Well, Coach, congratulations on your new contract. Thank you for coming on the show. We look forward to having you back on again.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Want to thank all of our guests today. Head football coach Alonzo Hampton, head men's basketball coach Solomon Bozeman, and of course, head women's basketball coach Don Thorne. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week on Inside the Lions Den.